All right, g'day guys. This is our third episode of Carlton Conversations. Here with Nathan. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's good to hear, mate. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about, reviewing trades over the last 15 odd years. We'll both give our personal opinions on them. You know, we might have different opinions, who knows? But yeah, let's get into the video. All right, so the first trade we'll be looking at is way back in 2007. It's probably the most talked about trade in the last 20 odd years in the whole AFL, not just Carlton. But yeah, so this trade was, so we gave up Josh Kennedy, pick 3 and pick 20. So pick 3 was Chris Maston and pick 20 was Tony Knott, who only played probably like 60 odd games for West Coast, but Maston is a premiership player. And we ended up getting the GOAT, one of the GOATs, Chris Judd, and pick 46, which was Dennis Armfield. What are your thoughts on this trade?
Well, it's really controversial, but I reckon like it was good either way for us. I think like Judd obviously was a superstar for us, winning like Brownlow medal, All Australian. But it would look different now if we still had Kennedy and obviously didn't do the trade, because we would have had Kennedy as our full forward for the last 10 years. He's been great for them, like averaging 60 goals a game for like the past 10 years. So yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, for some reason the slides changed this one. I don't know how it changed, but I can't bring it back. But
That's all right.
I don't know. It's tough because it was probably when we were more desperate time to bring in a leader to the club.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Kennedy, when you look at it now, you go, oh, obviously West Coast won because they brought in Kennedy. Maston, he's not that good. He's probably lucky to be in a good side and winning a flag a few years ago.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Juddy was just Juddy. Like, we just brought him in. We had to take the risk, but unfortunately it was Kennedy who, you know, we had to give up. Couldn't have been someone shit, but oh well. But I think we won the trade at the time. We won the trade. All right, so we're going fast forwarding a few years. 2009. It was a pretty weird one. Like, we kind of had to do it. All Carlton fans probably thought, "What the hell are we doing?" But due to his actions at the Brownlow night and previous bad run-ins with the club, we traded Brendan Favola and pick 27, which was Callum Bartlett. No name. He's nowhere to be seen. He's played about 2 games, and we ended up with Lockie Henderson. What's your view on this, mate?
Well, I was a big fan of Fev. I mean, when this happened, I obviously would have loved Fev to stay a bit longer. Like he still had quite a few good seasons at the Lions, but I mean, you can't really do anything about it. Like, he did some things that probably shouldn't have, and club probably did the right thing. But I reckon we should have kept him a bit longer, because he was just one of the best full forwards for us in the history. But in getting Lockie Henderson, I reckon it was a pretty good deal, considering we were going to get rid of him anyway. Like, Lockie played very well for us for quite a few seasons.
Yeah. Oh, I completely agree. Like, Fev, absolute superstar, but I don't think none of us, like, we didn't realise what was going on in the inner sanctum of the club.
Yeah.
I don't think the Brownlow night I think that was just a tipping point. He probably did other things before that, because you wouldn't just get rid of him for that. But I think it was good that we didn't just let him go for free. Like, we didn't just get nothing in return. We actually got Hendo in return. It was pretty good, like, for probably around
Pretty solid
2010 to 2014. He was pretty decent until his final year at Carlton, which he didn't really give a shit anymore. But yeah, no, I think we won the trade because we got more seasons out of Hendo, and Brizzy only got like 1 or 2 seasons out of Fev, was it?
Yeah, I agree. I think we won that trade as well.
Yeah. All right, perfect. This is a weird one. So I was just looking through the trades today, and I completely forgot about this one. I remember when it happened, we were all like, "Oh yeah, we got Andrew Collins," and we thought he was a Jet, but it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts, Buzz?
I think we lost this trade. Pretty obvious. Like Andrew Collins played. I think I remember him playing a few
Yeah,
few good
I
games, like
was looking
20,
before. He only
2012.
played 19 games.
Yeah,
So
2012. I think he played for us. But Sean Grigg, he's been a gun at Richmond for a while. Like, I mean, I reckon we lost this trade. Sean
yeah,
Grigg, he didn't really play that well for us while he was at Carlton. Like he's played better at Richmond, but looking back at it now, I think we lost this trade.
yeah, definitely. Just purely because he's a premiership player now.
Yeah,
But if we got Sean Grigg, like if we traded him for someone else, someone of higher status than Andrew Collins at the time, then we might have won the trade. But he didn't really provide anything for us. So definitely lost to that trade. All right, 2013. This is a weird one. I'll have to explain this one. So we traded Sean Hampson to Richmond for pick 32. And that pick was sent to Sydney for Andres Everett. So it's like a 3-team kind of trade type of thing. So we've used that pick for another trade. Yeah. So what do you think about this one, mate?
I think we won this one. I mean, Sean Hampson played. He played all right for us for a while, but he was getting old. So, and we needed a forward at this time. And Andreas Everett, he actually played pretty well for us. I think for like probably three years, he was our main forward. Kicked probably like 30 goals a season, which not that great, but we needed a forward anyway. And yeah, I think we won this one.
Yeah. Well, we probably didn't really need a ruck at the time, so
Yeah,
I think we had Robbie and Cruz, and the big hammer time had to go. And yeah, Andres Everett was the leading goal kicker in 2015. I know it was
yeah,
31 goals. It's pretty crap, but
it's good for us
pretty
at that
pretty
time, I
decent
guess.
when when you're switching for Sean Hampson. It's not bad. So we definitely won that
Yeah,
trade. This is next one. This is so we give up pick 33. We give it to Brisbane for Sam Doherty. My thoughts on this is I think it's a pretty big steal. When you look at him now, like back at then, his value is lower, obviously, but
yeah.
yeah, I think we definitely won it. Being an All-Australian and being the skipper of the club now, he's brought a lot to the club. What do you think, mate?
Yeah, 100% we won this one. He was probably an average player at this time, but really in his like second, even first season at Carlton, he played really well, pulled a lot of good games together. And yeah, now he's one of the best players at the club. Tom Cutler, average player, plays for Essendon, but yeah, we won this one 100%.
Yeah. So this one is just weird because if we looked back like 3 years ago, we probably would have thought we probably lost the trade. So we gave up pick 48. We gave it to the Dogs, who ended up giving it to Collingwood for Matthew Goodyear. Did not play a game of AFL football. Did not play a game of AFL football. And we ended up with Jonesy. So, yeah. What do you think about this trade, especially over the last 2 years?
Yeah, well, we probably was trying to get him for because he was actually a good forward at Dogs. I think he kicked like 56 goals in a season one year. But we definitely tried to get him as a forward, but that obviously didn't work. I think we tried him there for a few seasons. It just didn't work. But then he got dropped to the VFL team. Then we tried him in as a fullback for a game, and he got best on ground that game, and that's where it started. Like he's been playing great for us the past few seasons down the back line.
Yeah, completely agree. I couldn't say anything more. That was well said. All right. So
Thank you.
2015. So Big Hendo's got his big head back in the trades.
He's not
So
in.
2015, um, we give up Lockie Henderson to Geelong for pick 10, which was used for Harry Mackay. And that's all you need to say. That is a win, I reckon.
Yeah, Henderson was pretty trash last year at Carlton, obviously, and yeah, Harry Mackay is a bloody superstar for us now. He's going to be a superstar for the next 10 years for us if he can stay injury free. Like 100% win for us this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a clear upgrade. Like,
Yeah,
obviously, picking Harry up, you might not know well, his potential. He's a big full forward, and then you give up Lockie Henderson. It's kind of just a win-win situation. And that time, we're rebuilding the club. So I think that
yeah,
year we drafted Wiedering, Mackay. Was it? Was it Wiedering, Mackay, Kerno? I think so.
yeah. Fisher,
Uh,
I think it is Fisher.
oh no, Fisher year after. No,
Oh yeah, that's
Cunningham.
right.
Cunningham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So we're rebuilding that year. So we're trading a lot of like list cloggers for draft picks. So that one definitely worked out well. All right. So 2016, we've given up a first round pick. I'm fairly sure it wasn't even that high. I think,
Like a late first rounder.
yeah, I think it was like 21 or something. And
Yeah.
so we've given up 21 for Caleb Marchbank, Jared Pickett, and a second round pick. What are your thoughts, mate?
Well, Pickett, I mean, he got us a bit excited, the fans, but he didn't really play. He played like probably 15, 10 games for us, and then obviously moved. He actually played all right in the later part of the games for us, but then he moved back to Perth for family reasons. And Marchbank, he's a solid player for us in defence. It's basically Marchbank for pick 21 or whatever it was, but um, I reckon this is a win because Marchbank, he's going to be a solid defender for us over the next few years.
Yeah. Well, Garlett would have been such. Oh, Garlett. Pickett would have been such a raw talent at the time. Like, you can always take a gamble on those types of players because it's
Yeah,
50-50 chance they're going to become an absolute superstar. But unfortunately, didn't work out for him. Marchbank, I rate him highly. He's definitely in our back six, best back six.
definitely.
And then we got a second round pick out of it. I'm pretty sure we traded that for a multiple amount of picks and we got someone else for it. Sorry, I didn't do enough research. But yeah, 2017, here we go. Bryce
This donkey.
Bloody Gibbs. Yeah, absolute donkey. So in the Bryce Gibbs trade, obviously, we gave away Bryce, gave away pick 77 and a future second round and third round pick. And we acquired 2 first round picks, 10 and 16, and a fourth round pick, 73. What do you think, mate? Did we win or lose this?
Um, who did we pick with 10 and 16?
Uh, I'm,
Who it
I
was?
think we picked Lockie O'Brien with pick 10 and
Yep.
pick 16. We
Yeah, that's
traded
right.
that to the Giants. No, we traded that to the Dogs for, I think it was like 3 picks. Pick 20, pick
Yeah,
28 and something. And that
yeah,
ended up
that sounds
getting
right.
Matthew Kennedy, I think. So yeah, I was
Yeah,
ready for.
I reckon this is a pretty good trade for us. I mean, Gibbs had his mind set on going to Adelaide for the last 2 years he was at Carlton. Um, Lockie, like he's getting to the end of his career now. Like he's not playing really good at Adelaide now, so it was a good pick for us, trade for us because we got some young talent in there. Getting Bryce Gibbs, old, he's old. Get him out. Get the young talent in. I reckon this
Yeah,
is a win for us.
yeah. Um, don't know what else you can say about that one, but we'll
Yeah,
move on.
it's a good one.
Ooh, the big gov, the big brackets. All
I'm a
right,
fan.
so this is last year, 2018 trade period. So we gave up 26, 28, a 2019 fifth round pick, and which in return we got McGovern and a 2019 third round pick. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not really sure about this one yet. What do you
Yeah,
think, mate?
this is a pretty even one because like McGovern, he's got so much potential. Like he can be one of the superstars, but he just last year was probably a step down from his year before at Adelaide. Like he scored probably like I think 20 something goals in the season. Like it wasn't his best, but like not his worst. But I think a lot of the Carlton fans were expecting a bit more from him.
Yeah, 100%. I think definitely at the start of the season, he put on a bit of weight.
Yeah,
I think that's why he's called brackets, because he was number 11, and then the bottom of the 11 was his waist or something. That's what Crib said. So they called him brackets. I don't think we win this trade. I do not think we win this
yeah,
trade at all.
tough one.
I think we gave away too many first round picks for this. Currently, I think
Yeah,
he'll be good, but basing it on his form from last season, I don't think we win it yet.
yeah,
He doesn't get over the line. We might do a
yeah.
video in a few years down the track, and it might be, a good trade. All right, this is another 2018 one. I think this is a steal.
Yeah, I think it is as well. You go first. You go first.
Yeah. All right. So I think he was a top 10 pick when Giants picked him up. I think it was top 10.
Yeah, he was like pick 4 or something. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Like, pick
that's
5.
solid. Like when you give up a second round pick and pick 43 for a top
Yeah,
10 draft pick, in return you get pick 71, which you can use for other stuff as well. I think Setterfield is going to be elite midfielder in the next few
yeah,
seasons.
I do as well. I mean, he did his ACL. I think first year at the Giants or second year, and then at that time he just couldn't find his way into the team. Which I don't know why, but this is a steal
They
for
are
us. I
pretty
think
stacked.
like,
They are pretty
he's
stacked.
gonna be absolute superstar for us.
Yeah, once he puts on a bit of size, I reckon he'll
Yeah,
definitely be
get in the
the
gym.
help for gripper.
Yeah,
All right, Nicky Newman. This is, you don't even need to say much about this one. Viewers watching this, obviously you'd have the same answer as both of us. Absolute steal.
you.
Absolute. A bag of chips, like a bloody water bottle. I could give a water bottle to Sydney for Nick Newman. It's
Yeah,
equivalent
he
to
was
that.
going to get delisted anyway. Like
I
this
can't
happened like in
believe
the
that.
last minute of the trade period. I remember watching it. Like Carlton just, I don't even know. Like Carlton, we just said, "Oh, yeah, do you want this for him?" Yeah, sure. Like he has been an absolute gun for us the past 2 seasons or last season. Like not many people knew about him, I don't think, but I just love the way he plays. He's a tough, hard defender. Like gets the job done for us every week. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolute
He,
win.
he provides depth as well. Like,
Yeah,
especially when we didn't have Doherty playing last, like, few seasons. Obviously, last year when Nick Newman came in. I think that's why we brought him in. Just be that kind of half-back flank, can come in or out, get... I think he's in our best 22, the way he
yeah, I
played.
do for sure.
You could definitely
Yep.
have... Could you fit Doherty, Samo, and Newman in the same backline?
I think he can. I mean, off that half back,
Yeah.
I think he definitely can. Like, especially in a few years, like once some of these players like Samo, like the young players, they get a few seasons under their belt and experience. People better watch out on us. Like, we'll
Oh,
be coming for it.
he's threatening the league right here. Yeah, definitely a win for this one. We get into the later stage here. I think there's one more. It was a pretty dead trade period, 2019. But this is another one.
Oh my god! The amount of time at school, honestly, every single day, every minute, I would be searching up Carlton trades, waiting for that Canelio trade to go through. When he announced he signed for 7 years, my heart broke. I was so excited. I had his number on my jersey already. Fuck, I was so excited for him, but it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, so a bit of background information about Buzzer. He actually got on the radio. Was it multiple times? Multiple times? He was
It
very
was
up in arms about multiple things. Getting his
yeah. I
voice
spoke
heard on radios.
Wayne Russell. Wayne Russell. Yeah.
Yeah. While he
Had
was
a
at
word to
school,
him
so
about.
kids at home don't go on the radio during school. This one's same as Newman.
Get in trouble.
Bottle of water for Eddie Betts. Like really, you could not.
The fairy tale ending.
Yeah, people were saying, "Oh, he's only at the club because of David Teague." We've literally got him for nothing. So if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Like people say he's a crap player now. Like he's not. He'll kick for us probably like 30 goals in a season if he like can stay fit the whole season.
That's all we need from him, especially when we have our
everyone
full
loves Eddie.
forward line fit. Yeah, you could imagine when he kicks his first goal back, the crowd will go nuts.
Yeah, if there's a crowd, like.
Yeah, that's a big debate as well, mate. What do you reckon about that?
Oh,
I don't think it's starting. I think it's done. I think
for the season
2020 is not going ahead.
So what you're saying is, what's his name? Jack Martin wins the Coleman medal. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and the Brownlow.
Cripper, Brownlow?
No, but I don't know. I just don't see it happening, especially the news that came out yesterday. I don't want, is it really worth putting, players, welfare, keeping their families at home just to play footy? Yeah. Is it really worth it?
I mean, everyone obviously wants the footy to be back, but they're not going to put it back if it's going to get worse. They obviously can't do anything about it. So it's out of our hands.
Yeah, well, the numbers have been good for coronavirus.
Yeah, it's gone down a bit, I'm pretty sure.
It's only 1,000 cases in Australia, so you could probably get it kickstart and get the crowd in.
Might as well.
We've all said that, but you got to put the health and safety of the community. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in for episode 3. There'll be more content coming at you for the next few weeks. Everyone stay safe, and hopefully his footy's back. If not, 2021 premiers, here we come.
Yes, sir.
Yes.